Hi, this is Numeric Citizen. In today's video, what's up with Micro.blog, last edition of 2024. Let's get started. In case you didn't know, this video series is a walkthrough with all the new features and tweaks that Micro.blog has been introducing in the last couple of months. The last edition was in August, and this is in December, so this is the last one for the year. There's quite a few things new and tweak in Micro.blog, and I'm going to start with a few things regarding the main interface. So if I look at my main view here on my Micro.blog account, the first thing that you'll notice is that the left sidebar here is now fixed. It's no longer scrolling with the content on the right. So, and I was hoping and I was requesting for that for a long time. So now we've got that. The other thing in the sidebar is the addition of the sources, which is the place where you will configure how you want to get content inside your timeline, and also how you want to import stuff or even cross-post to other services like Mastodon and Blue Sky. So the option there is more accessible and it's easier to access. The other thing that has been tweaked is the blog settings, which now can be accessed with this link here. So you click on that and you will see the usual blog settings screen. And if I go back there, you'll see that you can, of course, select which blog you want to work on. So for the purpose of what's coming up, I'll be using the test blog for demonstration purposes. Besides the usual bug fixes and tweaks that are more about service optimization, there's a few things that has been done in the recent weeks and months about anything about photography, images, and the first thing that you'll notice is that when you're scrolling the timeline, you'll see that when you hover your mouse over a specific image or photo, there's a little zooming effect that shows some feedback. So if I'm scrolling there, you'll see again there's a little zooming effect. The other thing that you have to know is that if you click on this image, then you can have a full-size image. There is no arrows in this case. If there is, I did not test if there is more than one photo. What will happen if you click on the first one? Will there be an arrow on the right and left? I'm not sure. I would expect that. Maybe I have some case in my timeline. I could check. Oh, this one. If I click on that and I use the right and left arrow, no, doesn't work. So I have to click on individual image in order to move around the content. So that's the first thing regarding images and photos. Now regarding images, there's a few interesting things that has been added recently. If I go in the uploads section here on the left, you'll see that this is a list of all my images currently uploaded on my blog. I'll be switching to this one here to show the difference. If I go on the test blog here, there is nothing in this blog right now because it is a brand new, I just kind of deleted it and I recreated it. So if I want to upload an image, I can just come here and then upload the image right there. So this is not new. This is something that we could do before. If I want to copy the HTML code to refer to this image in a blog post, I can copy that, or I can also copy the markdown version. So this is what I'm going to do, copy markdown version of this one. And I'm going to create a new post in this blog, test blog here. If I paste the code, then this is the markdown to link to the actual image in the post. One thing to note is that the text editor or the block, the post editor has been completely redone in Micro.blog, and it's much better. If I click on the preview at the bottom here, you'll see the actual image that is being included in the post. I can come back here, and this is some text. If I can type that correctly. If I do a preview, then you'll see the text. I can obviously give a title. This is a title. So that's for the uploading of images. I can post that. We'll see how it goes after. I'll come back in the upload section. There is also a way to delete this image, but if I delete it, the blog post will contain now an invalid reference to the non-existing image. So this is one of the things that has been improved in recent weeks, but there is more. The other thing is the photo collection feature, which is pretty cool. So I'll demonstrate how you create a photo collection, and this is not exactly intuitive, but I'll do my best to follow the expected way of doing that. So again, I am in my test blog here. I only have one photo. You could expect to go there in this pop-up menu and then create or add to a new collection, but it's not possible there. If I go in the Micro.blog native application on the Mac, I can go here. I have the same view. I'm actually using the test blog also, and this is the post that I had just created earlier in the video. So I go back here. From there, you can go here and show the collections window, which is this here. And then from there, I can go in the File, New Collection, and I'll give it a name. Buggy collection, or maybe demo collection. Enter. So now I have a collection that I can use, and I think the way to do that now is to, if I go in the upload, I think I can drop this image in this collection, and now I have a photo there. If I go back in the web view, refresh, you'll see that there is now a one collection link up there. I click on that, and then this is the detail of the collection. And the way to use a collection after that is you can create either in a blog post or in a blog page, you can insert this shortcode, which is a shortcode to invoke a specific collection. I think there's a bug here. You don't have to enter this trailer sign here. Just copy this like that, copy, and then I can create a page which will be collections, and then I can paste the shortcode here. I'll add this page, and what it will do is that when I go in my blog, I should have a collection here appearing eventually right there at top right. If I click on that, then I'll have all the photos in this collection. Now I only have one, so I'll try to add another photo in this collection. So I can click here, upload this one, eventually come here, and then as you can see, there's a way to add this photo to the demo collection here, right, like that. And if I do a refresh, I should have again in this collection 2 photos. If I go back on my blog right there in the collection view, you'll see that there is now 2 photos. As soon as you publish a blog post using a shortcode which will refer to one of your collections, all the photos in that collection will be shared in a single post. So you have to be cautious about that. So that's the collections. It's pretty cool. I've been working with that on my main blog, which I'll be switching right now. I created 2 collections. The first one is about Apple. If I click on that, I'll see the content of the collection itself. If I go back, travel, I have 10 photos. And this is the way I decided to organize my photos. There's a bunch of other photos that I'm not putting into any collection. This is up to you to organize your content. One more thing that I want to talk about is when you want to create a blog post with an image. So I'm going to create a post here, make sure that I'm referring to the test blog. And what you can do here is to, let's say I have a photo here on my desktop and I want to include that in the post. You could use the insert image there button. If I click on that, then I will be able to insert that. But there's another way, which I think it's cool to know. If you click on that and you select a copy on this image under your desktop, if you paste here, it will upload the image on Micro.blog, and then it will give me the URL to refer to this image. And if I click preview, then you can see that I have my image right there. I'm going to post that. This was in London. I think it was 2018. Nice city, by the way. Click on that, and now if I go on my post, I should have this new image there. As you might remember, eventually when you are posting image, and if you have the AI switch turned on in your account settings, then there is a description of your image that is generated for you, with also a bunch of tags that are used, which is pretty cool, and it's pretty fast, as you can see. So that's the other thing I wanted to talk about regarding photo uploading on Micro.blog. The other thing I want to show you is how you can import photos from other sources like Glass or PixelFed. I tried Glass in the past, and it works pretty good. It works as advertised, and I'll show you how you can do the same with PixelFed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the post here, and then I'm going to show you that there's only 2 posts in my test blog. And what I'm going to do is I'll go in the, I think it's in the sources, all the way down. There's an option where you can insert the source of a RSS feed. So this is the RSS feed for my PixelFed account. And what I'm going to do is I want to import the post to this test blog. And I'm going to click on that, and I'll see how it goes. It's currently, I'm guessing it's currently working in the back. I could maybe go in the account here and look at the logs, maybe if there's something that will show up there. Download feed, yeah, it seems to be working right now, depending on the time. Yeah, maybe it's currently working, so I'll go in the post and see if there's something that is happening. Weird. So I've been waiting a few minutes before seeing post to start to upload in my account here. So if I go in the post section here, you can see that there is images that are coming from PixelFed. So that's the post section. If I go in the timeline, there should not be anything appearing there. If I go on the post again and I go on the website itself, I should start seeing the post coming from the PixelFed account with all the description I put under the PixelFed post. If I add tags, then this is what you will see for each images. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty fast. This is a quick way to import content if you want to migrate from a service like PixelFed and you want to focus only on Micro.blog for posting images. So this is something I wanted to show you. If I do a refresh, maybe there will be more images. Yeah, so those are really coming from PixelFed. So as soon as I'm entering or posting a new photos on my PixelFed account, then obviously this will be inserted into my Micro.blog test blog, as you saw right there. Now here's a weird thing, and this is something that you have to understand. So as you saw, the post has been imported in Micro.blog, and I go in my website itself, and you'll see the images there. But what if I go on the uploads section here? You'll see there is only 3 photos. So what did happen? I'm going to go in the post again, and I'll click on one specific post and hit the edit button here. And you'll see that the media itself, or the image itself, was not imported. What is imported actually is a reference to the images from the source. And also this is imported, the alt description is also imported in the in the post itself. So when you are looking at the blog here, if I'm guessing that if I hover my mouse over, but it doesn't show like that, it should present the alt description, which is not the case. But this photo is not on Microblog. It stays on the PixelFed account. So this is something that you really have to understand. A few more comments about this for photo import operation. If you want to stop importing those images or those posts into your website, what you have to do is to delete the source that you have created earlier. And you have to know that those images will not be deleted in your account. It will be, or these posts will stay there even if you delete the source. If you want to erase everything, instead of doing one by one delete like this, what I would suggest is that consider, if you are doing that for testing purposes on your test blog, then you can simply go in the blog settings here, and when you go in the I think it's in the account settings. If you go there, you'll see that there is a list of blogs. Then you can delete all those images or posts that were created by deleting the blog itself, and then you will be able to recreate a new test blog without any problem. So it's very easy to do. So this is something I wanted to really tell you about. Now, for those who are cross-posting their microblog posts to other services like Mastodon or Blue Sky, there's a new options that you can use when you are cross-posting. Here is the feed that I'm using for my own blog. When I'm posting something, I want this post to be cross-posted on two services, like the Mastodon account here and the Blue Sky account there. What I can now decide, and this is something new, is that I can ask Microblog to copy the post to Mastodon in this case and fetch subsequent replies that I get on this post that has been cross-posted to Mastodon, and see the replies in my timeline. And this is really cool, and I think it's really unique to Microblog. You can do the same thing, obviously, for Blue Sky. So as you can see, I can see all the interactions that I'm getting from Microblog users, but also from people who are following me from Mastodon or from Blue Sky. And one of the ways to see what replies I'm getting to my blog post and where are they coming from, it's very simple. If I go in the mentions section here on the top left, you can see that there is two new reply today coming from the people who are following me. As you can see, there's this little icon there, which actually is only the post or replies that are coming from Microblog, and this one selects only the posts that are coming from Mastodon. For some reason, nobody ever replied to me from Blue Sky. I do get replies from Blue Sky, but not today. So that's a pretty cool way to filter out where people are replying to me from different platforms. And this has been added to Microblog only recently, and I think it's pretty handy. One more thing, if you want to follow the Microblog news account, you will see everything that has been fixed or tweaked or improved. And this is the actual feed that you're seeing right now. As you can see, it's pretty busy. I'm using iNoReader, and I'm kind of filtering out all the blog posts that are referring to bug fixes, and I'm trying to keep a focus on the new features added or improved to the service. And Manton, one of the guy behind Microblog, is using the same title format with the bug fixes in the title, so it's pretty easy to filter out those blog posts. So this is how I'm keeping track of what's new over time on this wonderful blogging service, which is Microblog. I mostly forgot about something that is really cool that has been also added. What if you want to test a few different blog themes, like the default one here, which comes with a new blog. But if you want to change the look of your blog and you're not sure which blog styling you want to have, one thing is very simple to do is to go in the design here, and then you can just browse some of themes plugins here. And if I just go on the themes section here, this is all the themes that are available for a microblog. And if you are, let's say you want to try this one, which is the minimal one, and you want to create a preview of your blog without actually installing it on your current blog. If you hit preview here, what will happen, there will be a new blog, a new preview blog that will be created for you automatically. And I think it's a 10 or 15 blog posts that will be copied to your testing blog to see, or your preview blog to see exactly what it is. So I'll try that right now. It's just telling me that it's generating preview with recent posts at the top right here. And you see that the look has been changed a little bit. So this is the new look. And if you like it, you can come back and maybe change, maybe for another theme to see how it goes. Let's see with the sumo theme here. If I hit preview, it will do the same, and eventually we'll come back with the look of this theme, which is pretty similar to the previous one. So I think it's very important, because I think that trying something new with your blog must be easy and non-destructive. So that's the way to do it. So that's it for today's video in What's Up with Microblog series. I hope that you'll learn a few things along the way. I hope that you like it. Don't be shy to post comments down below. So see you guys for another one soon. Bye.